Hello? Everything that should be working now. I just gotta make a check to see if it's working. Yeah, it should be live. It's my first time playing this game, so let's just get into it. It would free game on the Epic Game Store, so let's just hit it. Wow, after this good loading, after this good screen, I get a loading screen, amazing. That's pretty epic. Oh wait, click to continue. Now, what if I right click? What if I space bar? What if I just click? Whatever you just click when you clack. I've noticed that there is a little bit of delay, but that's just could be my internet.
Holmes!
But what if I don't want to take cover?
Holmes, will you stop that?
Oh god, he's reloading.
You are utterly mad.
Bruh, gun safety. What gun safety?
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Bro, the Megamind here.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges.
Quick note, I have seen the Sherlock Holmes movie, and that would have made it. I really hope this stays up to par, because I remember this entire room from the movie.
Sent me a vase
It's a good movie.
collection this
And they even had Tony Stark for it. That's the best part.
morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here.
I hate how
I
it's
also
Captain
have several
Steve.
appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Oh dang, I'm over here. Wait, how do I create my sensitivity up? That's my question. Gameplay.
You can go to her graveside after the passes.
Oh god, it's horrible. Oh, I can barely move it now. No, that's way too much. Oh god, my mouse went.
So, not me? Wow. You just said the only person you would get out of bed for.
My analysis table. It is
So you
useful for my
just
work.
go to your grandmother's over your parents?
Task.
Well, your daddy making it closer every
You go
time
along to
decision
Peter
you
Carroll's
make.
house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
What about your parents?
This is where I keep my
Your daddy
archive.
is close. He was already close.
My archive. My
Are you
archive.
serious?
My
Put your
archive.
grandma's over your
My
parents?
archive. This is this
Oh, God, I'm
this
sorry,
is where I
keep
keep my
tracking.
post.
Oh, because we in charge. That's what it is.
What a
You
mess!
gonna
What a
wait.
terrible
You gonna
mess!
be like they did with what's the one? Yeah, the Browns. The 2 years later. How many years later was that happen? Yes, you are. You be like, all right, yo. I know Gabby's graduating high school, but it's about time now. 5, 6 years later.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It
Cool. Hold on, you asked them they got money for this? They leaving them going
cannot
home
leave
money
yet.
for
I'm not
fun?
finished here.
I don't believe that because ain't nobody know where it's at. You didn't tell us nothing. Oh no, baby.
I need to do this morning.
Baby, that's horrible. That's so bad. You know that, right?
You go along to Peter Carroll.
A telescope, huh? Oh god, no. I just escape as fast as possible. Do I need to get dressed or something? What do I need to do? Oh, that's a door.
What is it? Jesus. So he gonna drive there and drive back? Or he gonna spend the night at your
Sailor outfit. Bruh, a sailor outfit that.
Girl, you gonna be all around them.
Oh wait, wait, wait,
Let
wait.
me just give you a hug before we're social distance out of here. Baby.
Oh wait, wait, wait. Not green. Black
And
looks
you know you're gonna
comfy.
bring
Black,
food up
wait,
there and all
no, it
that
was
too.
brown.
So
Brown.
what, your mama just gonna stay at
Brown.
home? She ain't never stayed at home. She
It
went
looks
to school
really
before.
comfy.
So
Now
how's
wait,
this any
wait.
different?
Makeup, hair, and hat.
Because your daddy's gonna guilt trip her. That's what's gonna happen. I already know how this is gonna happen.
Can I wear glasses?
Don't say that.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a while.
Alright, Mr. I will question it another. Wow! What do you mean of course it's not? Wow, that hurts my feelings.
That's weird. I'm just gonna go with right there.
Of course not. Of course it's not done. How many times have I told you to come home and dinner wasn't done since I've been home? This 3-4 weeks.
Now we can leave. Okay, this isn't forever.
Yes, you do. You just hide it from me. That's all. But of course it's not. But your son telling you
Show my life.
Mom said he's running is not coming this year.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
I said, why didn't you hear me?
Can I throw a gun and shoot some people?
No, I said like your son telling his teacher that Mommy said the Easter Bunny not coming this year because he got corona.
Sorry, I heard something in the background.
The teacher hung up.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's
The
body?
teacher was trying to get them off the
Just to leave it here
bed.
like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to
You
Mr.
have
Sherlock.
to
The teacher on the pad, won't do stuff around the house.
You heard it.
Like,
I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr.
One piece of
Holmes.
paper took 40 minutes with him.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
I know, sir. I already said it wasn't okay, Mr. Miller.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing
Said
of
that's
that.
what she wanted to do.
He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
I said, that's not, yeah.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and, oh dear,
Are you coming home?
This lady is probably the murderer, I bet.
How was your day, babe?
But she sounds pretty innocent. Why am she's shooting?
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Did it fall?
And did he have visitors?
Was your
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
There.
Okay, what am I doing? Bernard Birdhouse. He can't be lying because he's Daggett Band. One more thing. Oh my god, what if he did do it?
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Okay, I already screwed up, pool.
You have indeed suffered a great...
Yes,
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Oh dang, I couldn't talk to him while looking reloaded maybe.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took...
Mr. Holmes? Mr.
I could
Holmes?
rip him.
Mr. Holmes?
He could be that guy.
The door is locked.
What? Did he?
Wait just a moment,
You
Mr.
want
Holmes, and I'll
outside
open
one?
it. I locked it yesterday
How he get in
to
there?
ensure that...
Ah,
Hello.
It's been done now.
what is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force him.
Let me see.
I just clicked through it, dang, that's easy.
These scratches are fresh.
Bro, I didn't know his eyes can go inverted, like,
You're right.
like-
Someone tried to force open.
like, what was it from Loud Hill? Bro, I gotta go ask my sister about this. I'll be right back.
And then what? Okay. And you really run out there, baby? Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Glad you were a savior for something.
So,
Huh?
it's actually called Sharon Gun. I did not know Sherlock Holmes had a
I swear
Sharon
these
Gun.
scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job.
Perhaps he did not have the right to.
I love how he's talking to his mouth is shut. But I don't be proud.
What a terrible way to die.
Dang, he dead.
You can laugh all you want, it's not funny.
Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently.
But did anybody type in chat?
Oh, you back.
Someone's just tuned in, but like not typing, huh? That's good. It's probably
The
some new.
initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. The initials PC have been.
Looks like a pretty regular one. How'd that one go?
A sailor's drink.
Yeah.
It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Dang, I guess somebody wanted him to be a painting.
JHN are probably the initial. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
That it? Dang, I told you we could investigate all the people we had. Okay, anything else?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Don't tell me I'm going to be using this a lot.
The murder weapon was probably taken from this The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the year...
Where is this? Okay, I think that's about it. Oh wait, I passed one. That is interesting.
I mean, let's just I had some of the salad and I cut
The
up some
tooth
chicken.
of a sperm
I had
whale,
some crackers.
probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
And I had a drink and some fruit. A nice little bunch
Yeah, I missed something there. I actually missed something.
I said cook. I said chef.
Dundee. Dundee. Dundee.
I killed the chicken. Hey! I killed the
There's,
chicken.
what do you call it, chicken in there?
Yeah, chicken.
And there I put some grilled,
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Okay, what do you find?
a grilled piece of chicken, salad, eggs.
Oh wait, this thing.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
I never know. Look at people on the sea unicorn, I guess.
I was actually getting ready to leave, and they were like, "Oh, what the fuck? We need help." I'm like, oh.
The ship's logs of
No.
the Sea Unicorn.
No.
I forgot to do that.
So it took.
I know. No service for me, it's alright.
Huh?
Service.
Service. What do you mean?
When I go. Yeah, you just gonna go down the toilet. It's alright.
Whoa, you ain't getting no raw flesh.
I told you
Yeah,
guys
I
it
know
was
you
very
get
good
that.
planet.
Mr. Holmes?
What are you doing?
Mr. Holmes?
What?
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Well, it's fine.
Someone drank. Someone drank. Rum.
So you taught your daddy, you taught
The
your mom.
initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's mark.
I didn't call her that. She don't need to go. She's gonna be guilt trip, baby. What she gonna do by herself? She ain't never stayed home like that.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Listen, his name is Jim.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
I think both of them were. I think those were. Pretty sure he was. Because he said he could post it and all that. He liked the stuff. Yeah, he liked all that stuff. This is the last word. We want to save it.
I did. You told me to have some red beans, so I'll make the red beans.
What was the best part of your day?
I wanted to call your voicemail on your phone, but you didn't want to pick up, and I wanted to smile.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
It didn't seem like you said you had a lot of news or anything. And when I did call you, say you picked up.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
So my guess is it was a sailor found. And look and look, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Killed him and fled off. This was all leading to one of Sailor Buddies who was quite weary of him.
Why didn't you
That's
just
probably
listen
what
to us
happened.
play- Or play it with the kids or something? Like, it's cute.
They're probably mortified.
I bet I don't want to keep voice now. Because I thought I was getting tricked. Because I thought, you know how you called me before? And you act like, bless you. It's like, it's you, but it's like you.
This wooden handle is plain and solid.
Not years. You've
Peter
done that to
Carey
me
tried
this
to
year.
defend himself with this knife,
Yes.
but he did not
Yes.
succeed.
Did you warm that up?
No, I don't want. You want no chicken and put it in the salad?
J.
If it's already cooked, no, you don't want it. Chef Randy taught me that. I don't know.
Baby.
I don't know.
Chef Ranch, you thought
Chef, Daddy's uncle.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Don't go around telling me that. Please don't.
You don't really hate neither.
I hate him, but that's just
Peter
how
Carey
Still
was
don't cook
fully
the sandwiches when he caught you.
He did not teach me that. You're so silly. Oh! Oh, at least they're not gonna say oh when they see you and not me. Okay. See? Hi, Daddy. Y'all need to put
How
these
you doing?
crowns away.
How you doing?
Y'all need to put these crowns away. See, they'd be happy to see you.
No, man.
My stomach! That actually hurt! You hit me!
You know you love me.
My
The
stomach
sea
actually hurt!
unicorn.
No, it don't.
She was the ship Peter Carey.
Are you me? No, you don't feel pain.
You don't listen.
On my stomach? You can't feel my stomach? Wait, no, you
I do feel pain. I just refuse to let it control me.
The
See,
murder
you
weapon
laughed
was
at that
probably
kind of
taken
stuff.
from this rack.
Yeah, my stomach hurts. Ouch.
Mommy knows
Good that you really didn't eat just now. Good thing I did.
Old navigation
that would've been
instruments,
all
nothing
over.
interesting.
What?
Alright, you take my ring stick back upstairs. I had a
Phone
I had
call?
a, huh? Yeah, I had the show and tell today. I had 7 show up.
Rock.
I never knew it was like
Put it back. They were so cute. Connor was there, Abigail, Andy, Ileana. A lady tried to get in, but she couldn't get in. So I said, next week I'm gonna make sure I go on a day her mom's off, because the babysitter had her, and the babysitter couldn't get in. So,
So do the people sit with them? The parents sit with them?
huh?
The parents sit with them?
They sit there near them, but they're not like sitting with them. Only one sat with them was Noah, because Noah really don't talk that much. So,
The pattern of a blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime.
JJ!
Dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Okay.
JJ!
Jordan, look at the clothes in the dryer.
Gotta go eat cake real quick.
JJ! Joseph!
Yes?
He got on teams today. He was afraid to talk to anybody.
Sorry?
The teachers.
I'm right to the right.
Alright. No, you go. Back up. How was your day?
Good.
What was the best part of your day? You went on team?
Mommy, helping me with speak.
Mommy, what?
Helping me with speak. They didn't help me.
I know it is.
They didn't believe
And I
me.
helped you with teams, too. You bitch. No, that's I need to be so.
Reliable delivery service.
Let's
Ow!
try to end the hospital.
Totally.
You don't know that that's Tyson chicken. That's Tyson. Don't start with me.
That's bison. That's what you call bison.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Tyson and a couple other ones?
What?
Can I show you what I
They're closing down.
Why?
A lot of meat processors are closing down because people get sick. When their workers get sick, they're told different parts of it down.
Hello?
They're closing all of it
Not the
down?
meat,
Mia
not the
Becca?
meat, it's the people. Not all of it, but some of them are closing.
Because it's too innocent people.
It seems that the garden
If someone's
Somebody
been
sick
sick in the
call.
house, I'm not even gonna go near them.
But your governor said that
I can just
he was looking in
Bye.
looking
See
into,
you tomorrow or next year.
he was looking into starting the schools back up, even if it's for 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I ain't going 2 or 3 weeks, because it's beneficial. Okay then.
This man is in his 50s.
I'm gonna get a lot of people losing their license.
Peter Carey was fully
Yeah.
Okay, this fucking part is really hard. Oh, it left me open now. That would
These
really dumb.
abbreviations mean something.
Even if it's 2 or 3 weeks, we go back and make.
They don't want,
my god, this is some Matrix stuff. Oh gosh, what do I do?
We're getting there. It's ridiculous. I don't even look at the numbers now because there's just. I think yesterday it went up by 2,000 people died in the United States. But you're gonna talk about being back. Oh, and he said, and all the data, nobody under the age of 24 has died so far. So it looks good that we can send a kid back.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
16-year-old died in California. 6-month-old in Chicago died. Another one, a 12-year-old in Detroit died. Y'all, this is so silly. So silly. I'm like,
I think if teachers have any kind of backbone, they're going to protest.
I ain't going back. If I lose my license, I lose my license. I got my teacher's license and found something to do out of nowhere and that had nothing to do with my degree. So I'll go to a
What
different
else would you want to
profession.
do?
I don't know, but I would find something else to do. Because it don't make no sense to put your life on the line if they try to say you gotta go back. Take my license in. My life means more than that. So he's a hot one. Oh, and he said we've already talked to Ben Carson, and I was like, I was done. I was done. You talked to Ben Carson about, he said the HUD development person, and he got thrown out there with us. I was like, y'all serious? No, that was just the evening. It just ended. The thing for the government.
I'm trying to go with this car out to send me out of here.
I ain't going.
I
You ain't going either.
don't think there's many kids in the go.
I ain't going. I'll tell my husband. I ain't going.
I see no better than why not?
I don't know. Social worker reached out and said that I heard anything else from Ryan's mom today. And I said no. I'm not checking up with her every day. She got her daughter's life in her hands. I'm not.
Okay, now the pool is what it doesn't
If
matter.
they want to reach out, they
So
can, but I'm not
that's
doing
what
it.
she's on. That's basically very much that I know.
I didn't tell her
The
all that,
murder
but I
weapon
said
was
no.
probably taken from this
I'm not
rack.
responding to her. I said, has there been any activity? I said, no. But what do you expect, though?
The tooth of a sperm.
We found out yesterday. They're asking me now that I reached out or whatever. Do I know? Did I hear anything else? I said no. I didn't tell anybody.
This
Oh,
place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf.
no
An
way.
object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small
Okay, so he wasn't
chest,
really
perhaps.
and he took something and murdered him for it. Daddy, what happened?
Do not get
It seems that the garden was well made.
No, they put it in the car.
This place is not covered. An object was taken from here. It was larger.
You came up with an idea that would be legendary.
But even without looking at the video, you can see the dust.
I've had that. Legendary never happened before.
Oh, where? Everything except for the above his head.
Sauce on it. I'm gonna put my own special sauce on it.
Peter Kennedy was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Cheeses that I'm gonna saute over the top.
There
of
are
it.
different cheeses.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be like one of those things. You'll try to call my grandma and she gonna say, "Hi, oh."
That's not nice. It's too soon. She's going too much. She's going too much. Don't you mess with your grandma. You call your mama and tell her to sit from behind home. I'm serious. All that she's gone through to get where
they
she's
gave us
at
free
right
food.
now.
We got free food in the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get free food tomorrow. We get
So listen, check this out. When I you got enough gas to get out of the van, I'll take you. Where you going?
for Pierce.
For what?
The food is at Longwood Stadium tomorrow. It was at Darwin on Tuesday, but I didn't have a card.
The Nets gave us free chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A. Biscuits, chicken biscuits.
But what do you
For the
want?
orange juice and apple juice. For the whole
My apple
juice.
juice.
I get mine. I didn't.
I talked to
I had an
him.
employee that was sick and her legs swelled up or whatever, and she went to Darwin and she had actually taken out phones. So she
If I
brought
don't
the phone
talk
back.
to this
And
person.
I said, hey,
Oh, wait, Gabby, look.
Gabby,
Gabby, look. No?
I was like, oh, I got
Okay,
it.
for you too.
So I brought that was given. It was just given. It was so hot and everything. So I gave it to her. And then this afternoon we had Jersey Mike's. What's up?
You're so already broke, so don't pay.
What's
Oh!
up?
Hey, I be hyper.
Hi, you.
Sniper.
I'm gonna lick you.
I'm trying to warn you.
No.
I'm trying to warn you.
Did you miss me?
Yes,
I need hugs. I need hugs. You're gonna miss those hugs one day.
Oh no, my arm hurts.
Gabby, look, wait before you go. Look, hey, this guy's playing the same game I am. Look, it's me. Live streaming.
You can't be a savage and say your arm hurts. Jake already gave me a hug too.
Yeah, I did.
What game is this?
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I know Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part family.
Oh, yeah. Also, I need to tell you this guy. So can you what happened in the beginning of the game? He was doing something at the beginning of the movie, right? He was that at the beginning of the movie, he tried to create a suppressor,
Right.
right? And then at the beginning of the movie, he was trying to hit bases with blindfolds on, and you play that different character trying to sneak past the bullets. It's the freaking funniest thing ever.
Wow. You know what I like to do in the early summer?
Sorry for that. Back.
God bless you, Dave.
It seems that
Talk to Inspector.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
Yeah, I'm all
Why
for
is
that.
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Like a lemonade or something. I don't
Philosophy.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha. So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead.
Act that night. Remember? Perfect balance.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Look much.
I'm back.
Taste it. Taste it.
Okay, now I need to go up to this boy, and then I can start talking about it.
It's good, right?
The
So
guard.
that tea should actually be like 2 gallons.
Yeah. You don't drink like that.
That's how-
That's almost running the test for my mama tea. You know that? Because my mama tea, you get like the chill bumps of Jeanette. It's really sugar though. But it feels
Mr.
like chill
Holmes?
bumps.
You need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Yeah, this is where I can go over here.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Feed the kids.
Yeah.
What about me? Can I have pizza chicken?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't say that.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! I'll be right there. All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what...
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocence? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough! You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow.
Kid, smoking it bad. Smoking it bad. It actually plays Smoking Rainbow. What's inside the canister?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
Good morning, Constable.
Ah,
That...
Mr. Holmes? Mr.
Locked. Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
Your brother's remember to eat. Your sister. Kids, come eat!
What's up? What's up? Somebody told him.
How many was it?
Turn
Where's the rest of them?
8.
Locked.
8 gone?
No, 8 left.
Is that enough?
at your service, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
What?
Make yourself a rise after. Come on, Jaden. Come on, Jaden.
Tell Jordan to come.
Jaden, come on. Come on.
Give me like 3.
Locked.
Bro, you know what's going on.
Oh, that's what I forgot to go. That took me forever.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
No, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out if it...
There's a lizard behind.
The sea knife was
office
found
area
near
behind
Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan,
Lance?
did Mr. Carey try
Got
to
it.
defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know.
Brown head, orange head.
Then face of crime. You could have killed it.
What? How many have you killed?
0.
Exactly.
But you probably killed more.
Who's talking about killing people? I'm the one playing Sherlock Holmes.
No, baby. Dad, where are your brothers? I called them. I talked them straight in their face. They said they're not coming.
What do you mean, Daddy?
Bruh,
I
I'm-
never said that. What are you making excuses, huh?
Bruh.
Huh?
Some water? Some water? Let me get hydrated. It's time.
I'm about to smack that in your side of your face. Okay.
Oh.
Are you done?
Beautiful face. Naked ass.
Guys, come on. Guys and gal. Everybody got avocado by me.
I didn't get one. I have another one. I have a cut.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Speaking of pushing quit, I'm gonna end this here. That was fun. I need to go.